Hello, John Connell here, author of The Cow Book. I'm coming to talk to you today about National Reads Day at your library. It's happening this month. And as part of that, I'm going to give you a brief example of 5 of my favourite books at the moment. Some of them are old, some of them are new, but they're books that have made a big imprint on me. So the first one is Henry David Thoreau's Walden. I read this book when I was writing The Cow Book, and it's the story of Henry David Thoreau, who went to live in the woods in America, and it's about slowing down your life and how you can learn from nature, how you can learn from a slower pace of living. And the book is just full of wisdom, and it's a beloved book in America, and it should be here too, because I think we could all take a lesson from it. The next book is a non-fiction one as well. It's called 7 Brief Lessons on Physics by Carlo Rovelli. Carlo is a physicist, and this book was amazing. It took me a long time to get into it. It's only about 100 pages long, but it's about physics. It's dense, but he manages to explain it all in a very simple way. And for the first time ever, I was able to understand what Einstein was talking about with all his various theories of relativity. It's a wonderful book, makes you see the world in a completely new way. Came out a few years ago, and it's absolutely a joyous read over a weekend. This one is A Warning from the Golden Toad by Tim Flannery. Tim Flannery is an Australian climate scientist, mammologist, and he's a big writer on climate change. It's a short essay, collection of essays that was put together by Penguin as part of their Green Ideas initiative a few years ago, and there's a series of books in it. And they're all wonderful, but this one stood out for me, including his essay on coal and climate change and what we need to be doing to make a better world. Again, a book you'd read in a weekend, full of amazing ideas. And the title essay, A Warning from the Golden Toad, is about the demise of a golden toad, this species that is gone now due to climate change. So a really powerful short little book that everybody should read. My next one is Silence by Erlend Kage, book number 4. Erlend Kage is a Norwegian hero of mine. He's a publisher, an art collector, and an explorer. He's the first person to ever go to the South Pole, the North Pole, and climb Everest. Silence is a book about silence and how we can all do with it in our lives. And I think after such a busy period with COVID and all the government announcements and everything, now that we have a period of quiet, this book, I think, will influence us all in ways to find a little bit of quiet in our lives. We don't have to do what Kage did and go to the South Pole to find silence. We can find it in our lives, in the quiet and in the everyday. And my final book is And Our Faces, My Heart, Briefest Photos by John Berger. John Berger is probably the writer that started me as a writer. I read his essays on farming and animals and art when I was in my 20s in college. And this is one of his last books. He's now 5 years dead. This book is a series of short essays ranging from pieces about trees to poems to art, and it's just something that I found invaluable from reading it. I could pick it up and put it down and find new information from it. It's one of his last publications, so something to be treasured. Those are my 5 books. There are tons more at your library. I got many of these initially from the library and then bought copies myself. The beauty of the library is it's for everybody, so go out, get your card renewed or get a new card and explore your libraries. And I hope that you have a happy reading experience for this reading time. Thanks very much.